Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome to the match review of Barcelona 1, Alavés 1. It's more drop points for Barcelona in La Liga at the Camp Nou in what was Sergi Barjuán's first game in charge as interim coach. We couldn't get the 3 points. We did go 1-0 up with a Memphis Depay goal, but Luis Rioja equalised with a really impressive goal too. Did we deserve to win in the second half? I probably think so, but we didn't have enough. So many players missing. And just again for Barcelona, not enough quality. We couldn't do it yet again, guys. And this season has got off to a really worrying start. That is the fact of it. We are, 10th or 9th in La Liga? We're becoming mid-table standards here, guys. We are slipping away from that top 4 every passing week. So it's not a bad result. We could have got more, but let's analyse it all. And let's start with the team selection that Barjuán elected to go with. This is how he lined up. I think, to be fair, it's kind of what there is right now. He lined up quite similar, I think, to the sort of team that Koeman would have played, if not the exact same team Koeman would have played. You had Mingueza back there at right back, Dest was again at right wing, Agüero at the start with Memphis on the left, and then you had Nico, Gavi and Busquets in midfield. But I think, to be honest, guys, the whole first half wasn't really good enough all round from Barcelona. I think actually, especially the opening of the game, it was really poor. There was a very quiet feel around the Camp Nou. There were very few fans in the stadium today. It didn't feel like our football was getting them off their feet, and fair enough, really, to be honest. We didn't have any threat, any intensity in our football, certainly throughout that first half, and that isn't really good enough. Chance-wise, Eric Garcia had a chance that was well saved by Sivera from a corner. That certainly could have gone in. I think Jordi Alba also had a really good chance after he played a good one too with Pablo Gavi. He couldn't connect with that. And then actually just before the halftime whistle, Agüero had to go off injured there. It looked like he couldn't breathe. I don't really know what happened there. I'm sure we'll get more info in the coming hours, but Agüero had to go off there for Coutinho. And I suppose that almost meant, less threat. Coutinho went to the left. You had Memphis down the middle. I think Coutinho actually did well off the bench in stages. Other parts in the second half when he was just lobbing shots over the crossbar, it was a little bit frustrating. But certainly for Barcelona, I'd say that was a poor first half overall. Like I say, there was little to no atmosphere in the Camp Nou other than a few of the fans behind the goal. And I just think in general, we've seen it so many matches this season, it does feel like we have so little going for us. And I suppose in this sort of game, to be fair, it's Barjuán's first in charge. He didn't have many players available. With the way we've been playing this season, with the injuries we've got, what can you expect really? Not much is the answer, it looks. And that first half certainly wasn't good enough for Barcelona. However, the second half, I'm not going to lie, I was actually impressed by it. Certainly the first 20-25 minutes of the second half, I thought were really good from Barcelona. I'm going to say it now. I actually think that's some of the most I've enjoyed our football this season. Even after it went to 1-1, I thought we were really good. A bit like Luis Enrique's Spain. We were very quick in getting the ball back. We were creating chances. We were innovative in the final third. And of course, we started the half there with that absolute golazo from Memphis Depay. What a goal this was. Alba tucks it inside to him. He just gets a yard of space and he unleashes a really impressive shot into the far corner. He curls it in there. And Memphis there, the star man of Barcelona this season, puts us 1-0 up with a really great goal. Massive strike for Barcelona too. And right then, guys, the mood felt good. We didn't improve at the start of the second half. Clearly, I think Barjuán, to be fair to him, he's a coach I've already got quite a lot of sympathy for and I quite like, just because he seemed energetic. He was daring with his subs as well, as we'll get on to. He was getting into the players. It seemed like we had a lot more energy in our play in the second half for sure, and after what was quite a poor first half showing, I think he got into those players, and I did like to see that. So Memphis puts us 1-0 up. The downside is, guys, that after all of that hard work, we went and threw it all away. Alavés equalised, and you've got to say it's a really good goal. I do think we could have stopped them earlier. Nico could have made a challenge. I think Edic could have made a challenge too, but we just let them run through us. It's Rioja who charges forward really from midfield into attack. He plays a wonderful 1-2 with Joselu, by the way. The little flick back from Joselu, the foot to foot and whatnot. Gorgeous ball back to Rioja, who then takes it around to Stegen and scores. That's not the first goal Rioja scored against Barca too. He does like playing against us, clearly, and he levels things up. So not good news, because already, guys, we know it's very hard for us to get goals really in this current Barcelona side. So being pegged back there at home to Alavés is really not ideal at all. But to be fair, guys, as I briefly touched on, we had a really good response to actually being pegged back. And to be honest, guys, as I say, the first 25 minutes of the second half were really good. Several chances we had, guys. Coutinho had a really good effort saved by Sivera. That was tipped over just the bar. That would have been a vintage Coutinho goal, really. Then you had the Memphis Depay chip that went just off the post. That came after some really impressive footwork from Pablo Gavi, who made his way into the penalty area. He tucked it to Memphis, and Memphis, they're so close to getting a goal. Memphis, again, I think he certainly could have a hat-trick today. He was played in by Nico. That was, again, brilliant play by Nico. I think Nico had a very good game again today. He's looking really good in the Barca shirt. Him and Gavi there, both providing Memphis with good opportunities, and Memphis there, on both occasions, just fluffed his lines. But I think, unfortunately, guys, after that, really, there weren't any big chances of note for Barcelona. Things started to die down. Look, Barjuán made some changes. He brought Ricky Puig on for Pablo. Longley had to come on for Piqué. That's another injury. It looks like Nico also went off injured. He went off with Mingueza too for Balde, and also Abde, who got his Barcelona debut. But not really much happened, guys, actually. I'd say from the 70th minute onwards, Barcelona didn't really create anything worthwhile. There were chances where we thought, oh, could that go in? You know, Coutinho had the free kick on the edge of the box, and you're thinking, is this the moment for him? But nothing ever came off for Barca. And it ends off being, you know, another frustrating night really at the office for Barcelona. So, look, what more can we say, guys? I think to be fair, in these circumstances, we couldn't expect much. It was Barjuán's first game. He couldn't do much with the team. There are so many injuries right now, which is just worrying in itself. And I think, to be honest, guys, we did actually play quite well today. In the second half, anyway. Look, the atmosphere was quite low in the Camp Nou. There weren't many fans there. I'm not sure really what's going on there. It's a little sad to see. But I do think we actually deserved all 3 points from today's game. I suppose the sad news is, guys, this is where we are at right now, guys. This is the current state. And I suppose this is why Koeman has been sacked and why we're trying to get Xavi in. We're trying to turn a corner here. This is where we are at, guys. You know, we drop points in almost every fixture. We've got so little options available to us right now. And the fact is, it's looking like Xavi won't be able to come in until after the international break. So that means, guys, that Barjuán has got to take charge of one of the most important games in Barcelona's recent history on Tuesday in the Champions League. Look, in La Liga, when we're dropping points, it's not good news at all. It's really bad news, in fact, but it is recoverable. We can certainly get fourth at least come the end of the season in La Liga if we get our shit together. But in the Champions League, guys, we're nearly done in it. We are nearly finished in the Champions League, and we have got a crucial game away to DYNAMO KYIV on Tuesday that we know we absolutely have to win. It's non-negotiable, and with the squad we've got right now, you cannot say that's a given. We have got so many players missing. It's incredible. You know, there's not exactly any options actually for Barjuán to do. He's literally got, what, 14 players or so who he can pick from in the first team? You know, there's not really many variations he can pick. The DYNAMO KYIV manager will know exactly how we're going to line up. Let's be honest with ourselves, guys. We are just down to our bare bones, essentially, with players. So yeah, it's worrying times for Barca. We know it is. It's bad times. And I suppose what else can we say other than it's more drop points. It's another frustrating result. But this is why we brought Xavi in. We're trying to turn the page, like I said, guys. We're trying to build something back up for the future. So let's hope he can do it. I'm going to wrap up the review there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do leave all of your thoughts in the comments down below. And good night.